Play, but here we are. It is 2. We have the Swanbourne win the toss, electing to bat. We're here at the Swan Valley Sporting Club, and this one is ready to roll. My name's Albie. We'll be joined by Donnie shortly. We're from In the Sheds, and lookings of the Swan Valley Sporting Club, Footy Club, Cricket Club here today, given that this is the Past Players and Life Members Day, and we.
Swanbourne score. They go to 2 for 40 after 11.2 overs with those 2 extra runs. But
and this is a one-day game. We will point that out. It isn't the 2-day format that sometimes is played in this first grade WASTCA competition. So looking forward to some quality cricket from these guys. We've got some absolute superstars out there at the moment. Phil Adams behind the stumps is definitely one of those. He's won the Roki medal probably 4 or 5 times. Corey Verco has won the Roki medal, and that is for the best and fairest for the the best player for the first grade in the Swan Valley. So Roki unfortunately left us earlier this year. And this is the game that we have selected to honour his memory, and it's great to see his friends, his family all down here today. His lovely wife Rose awarded life membership of the Swan Valley Sporting Club.
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic ceremony. It was humbled Rose quite deep.
So yeah, no, it's she's although. Ron and Rose not in official capacities at this club when you and I became a part of it over the last 5 years. You can't help but know about the impact that they have had over the last half a century of this club. So.
Anything that needed to be done, she would do it. Anything, did referees courses.
It's my mic so it stays where I want it to stay. And it looks like Adam Faulkner will be coming in for another over. So just a score update there at the end of the over.
12 overs down, 2 for 41. Treneman's had a good start as well. 2 overs, 1 for 4. Everyone's been pretty good for the ball, apart from Corey Verco, of course, a previous winner of the Roki medal. He started, opened the bowling, only had a 2-over spell, went for 22.
Yeah, he did get a bit of touch up there.
Just overpitched a little bit, and it's a game of millimetres cricket, so just overpitched a little bit and got hit for boundaries, and then taken out of the attack pretty swiftly.
So that one is a bump ball straight back to Fawkes, and he'll come in on the second delivery of this over, and that one's well cut. And it looks like James Riley will get to it. They're going to get 2 runs out. Riley, I've said to you before, Donnie, he's pretty handy. Might have gone for 4.
Well, it's certainly been a feature of the match so far. Is the speed of the outfield. It looks in fantastic nick. Anything that's got through the infield, even if they haven't timed it, and that was certainly one from Lane where he didn't time it perfectly, but they have generally been running to the fence. But Riley had the speed to run it down before it got to the fence and saved a couple of runs. The 2 added to the score.
His first half century in cricket last week. So congratulations, James. He's working really hard, and after a couple of ducks, he gets a half century. So there's hope for everyone, even myself. Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Double digits would be nice. One day. We can all dream. As this one comes back, I think they've got a left-right combination at the moment, do we? Who would have had to try run for that one to save the boundary. As Fawkes comes in, and this one is played straight back to the bowler. Well struck there and defended by the batter. Who's on strike at the moment, sorry?
Lane on strike, the captain for Swanbourne. David Lane.
Oh.
Come in at first drop, but I think Sodlow went instead, and he didn't last too long. Three deliveries for a duck for Sodlow. And the captain then had to make his way out into the middle. Faulkner. He's now 5 overs into this spell, 1 for 14. So, yeah, he's had a nice little spell, but you think he might be coming towards the end of it, maybe one more over. Do you think, Galby, or is he bringing the change after 5?
Nah, look, to be honest, in this grade, I think he's probably going to bowl about 7 overs. Oh, no, wait, it's 1 day game, isn't he? He's only got 50 overs, so, or is it? Yeah. Well defended. Well defended. Who's the batter at the other end? With Syria.
Ash with Syria, he's looked very solid. He actually started, he looked like he was going to be the aggressor in the opening partnership. He hit back-to-back boundaries off Burko, but he sort of settled down and he's done nothing but sort of knock it around, hit a few singles. He's on 18 off 33 deliveries, so he's definitely slowed up, but he's been happy to rotate the strike. He gets a single off just about every over. It hasn't really pushed the pace since the first couple of overs.
No, he probably sensing the moment and realising that he needs to.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Now people might be able to hear me. Really? Everywhere we go, I just talk and no one listens.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like my home life, but we apparently have Donnie Bell now on commentary, who has been on commentary for about 5-10 minutes talking.
Well, luckily you do most of the talking, mate. As that one hit straight down the field to the mid-on fielder, but no run.
And we're looking at Brant Johnson from the Swan Valley Footy Club as he looks confused. Can you hear Donnie Bell?
He's still not hearing too much, I don't think, but.
Well, he probably hear you now because he's standing.
Well, he's standing right next to me. He can hear me, but can people at home hear me? That's people watching on their televisions around the world, as I know they are. Is that Ryan Treneman bounces back in again? That one's full, driven,
very
well fielded.
Well fielded there by Fawkes and gets it back to the bowler. To the wicketkeeper in Phil Adams, who then sends it straight back to Adam Faulkner. And off to the captain, Stan Harrison.
Well, keep the field alive, mate. You throw the ball around, everyone gets their hands on it.
Yep. No, that's it, guys. And, look, it's a great start by Swanbourne as we head towards, I think the first drinks break will probably likely be the 15th. And that is popped up in the air. He saw that coming from a mile away. Is that 6? Just one bounce before the 4. But I tell you what, he got a whole lot of that one. And, like you said, Donnie, he's just kind of, he started off quite aggressive. He's just played it around and valued his wicket. And then he saw the loose ball there and just jumped on it straight away and put that one away for 4.
Well, he's been incredibly patient, mate. Like he just waited on that one, played that on length. It was dug in a bit shorter. But it is. It's white man magic, mate. You know it is. You're the magician.
Brant Johnson.
Brant Johnson, the magician.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do a little bit more speed on our internet though. Sitting here is not good, and I don't have an extension cable for
So,
it.
who is Dylan Smith coming in?
Is he going to bowl in those sunglasses?
He
doesn't look like he's given them to the umpire. This is an interesting look.
It is a bit different, but they are from Port Adelaide in South Australia. So, shout out.
5 over spell, 1 for 14. So he got the wicket of Sudlow, trapped him in front in that spell. So pretty tidy. He really doesn't give the batsman too much time to think. He's
100%. Sorry.
Smith in again. That one just bobbled up in the air. It sort of just sat up there for a little while. I don't know whether there was any bat on it at all, but
just kind of lost it, didn't he?
Well, it was a shame Phil Adams lost it as well. If he had been able to pick it up, it might have been.
He would like here, Lane.
He runs in again, but again puts it on a good length and just sort of caught in no man's land a little bit there, Lane. Not sure whether to go back or come forward. Managed to get that through and the offside down into the deep cover region for a single. And he gets off strike, moves on to 7 runs, with Syria on strike now. He's on 22 from 36. He's been out there since the beginning, opened the batting. Hasn't given a real chance yet.
And that one just goes from the bottom of the bat on to out to point, which is fielded easily, and there is no run. And we'll look to see who is coming on next. The captain's got the ball, and I'm not seeing.
Bowler will want the breeze at his back and all that sort of guff, but there's nothing of that nature here at the Valley today. It's a pretty still sort of day, so either end's not going to make too much difference to him. He drops that one a little short. He was probably a little full in his first spell. That one he dropped a little short and gets hit out into the onside, rolls over for 4. So again, they do seem to be looking to target Verco, which is an interesting tactic, given his quality.
Yeah, look, and like I said, I mean, it's times you do get a little bit loose sometimes unintentionally, but a great delivery there for the second one through to the keeper, well left by Lane. We'll wait for Verco to come back in on his third delivery for this over, and I'll get a score update in a second. But Verks puts this one through, very well left again by Lane. The ball just pitching outside off, and just trying to tease him a little bit, but he's let that one go, and straight through to the keeper in Phil Adams.
It's 15.4 overs, 2 for 54. Going down towards the rope, goes across the line. That's 4 more runs.
That was a great delivery. Great shot. Absolute peach. Well hit. And you had a great diving attempt there by Adam Faulkner. Couldn't quite get hands on it. And then Ryan Treneman and Dylan Smith sprinting for the ball, but just a nice quick outfield here, and 4 easy runs.
Yeah, Lane's really starting to get into his work here. He's looking more and more comfortable the longer he's at the crease. A little... Well, that one's nicked through the slips. Goes past the first slip, down to the third man. They come through for a couple of runs. That was streaky, but it's 2 more added to the total, and it's another expense.
Oh, look, it's one of those ones you look back at the end of the game and you go, was it the right decision? Well, I'll tell you what, he takes 2 wickets in the next over, then, stands, looks there and goes, yep, it was the right decision. And if he goes for another 10 runs, then, yeah, clearly it wasn't the right decision. So,
well, he got the edge here off that last delivery. They're looking to attack him. They're looking to go at him. So, the fact that he's able to draw the edge, despite the fact he goes for a couple of runs, I mean, that's, it's still not the worst outcome. Couple of good boundaries, but he's definitely in the game still, Verco. He's got to pick his head up and just keep putting in the right spots, and you'll get. And
this one just for a single, Lane back on strike, and I'll tell you what, Lane is seeing the ball very well.
That's with Syria with that single.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying Lane back on strike, so he's seeing the ball very well.
Yeah, 17 off 23 and gone.
There we go, onto the stumps. Jeez, talk about the commentator's curse.
Well, he's seeing it very well. He didn't see that one at all. Did not pick it.
Barbecued the poor kid. Jesus Christ.
He wanted to get down the wicket. He'd just seen a little bit of flight and a couple of deliveries from Smith. And that one, he saw him coming, dug it in and spins back, cleans up the castle, clean bowls him. And the captain is out for 17 from 24 deliveries. So Swanbourne now 3 for 6. Well, not entirely sure. Maybe Callum Full-Love, the new batsman coming in. He's one that doesn't have the name on the back of the... But he's the man that's due in next is Full-Love. But Smith, he's at a good start in this spell, Albie.
Yeah, look, his second game, we said, he was very settled and starting to see the ball like it was a basketball. So a very, very timely wicket there for Swan Valley. Swanbourne to be, a big loss for them because, like I said, mate, he was in some really good form then.
He was. I sort of said it myself as well during the last over that he was looking more and more comfortable the longer he was at the crease and was starting to up the scoring rate, and everything was looking pretty good for the captain until it wasn't. And that's cricket's that sort of game, isn't it, where it can turn very, very quickly for you. Smith once again into the new batsman. He's forward defending. It looked like he predetermined that he was going to block no matter where that ball was. Just wants to face a couple, wants to see a few deliveries. And the new batsman isn't the bloke that was listed to come in. It's Oliver Cranny.
Well, there we go. The live link for this game is now posted on the Swan Valley Cricket Club Facebook page. So the other days, not so much. I think I'm just shy of an outie at the moment. So yeah.
So with Syria getting the single at the end of that over, so that means he will be back on strike. And this is an interesting contest. I've really enjoyed the contest here between Verco and with Syria early on. Verco, of course, opened the bowling from the other end. And Ash really got stuck into him, so he's winning the battle at the moment. But I'm sure Verco will relish the challenge to have another crack at him and look to clean him up here. Surveying the field, looks down. He's got a deep, fine leg out in that onside region. That looks like he's where he wants to target. Whether he plays out into the offside, straight to the point, out into the vacant point region. Extra
definitely cause a few problems for the fielding side. So they'll want to get him out nice and early because it does stuff you around where you have to keep changing your field setups. And
well, I mentioned there, Syria has been really good at rotating the strike with a left-right hand combination. That can be really effective when you've got two rotated as well. It will frustrate the fielding team. It's a bit of a wispy shot there as he waves the bat at one.
Yeah, you can't really say it was well left because he did have a look at it, but straight through to the keeper, and it just kind of turned a little bit there at the end by the looks from where we're sitting right now. Like I said, we are very square to the pitch. As Verco comes in on the approach, and a lot tidier over from him in this one, and that one left. Well, left.
That wasn't left. That beat the outside edge as well. So this is two good deliveries. I reckon he's inside Cranny's head now. Such a mental gap for an easy single. So he lets him off the hook. He had him on toast and lets him off the hook with the easy single there. Oliver Cranny moves on to 2. As it's 3 for 65, 1 delivery left in this, the 18th over. And Verco to Witseria, who's on 25 from 42 deliveries. Just back of a length, defends that one straight back down the pitch, no run.
Yeah, defended that one well. Like you said, Verco bowling a very good over in that one, and just a bit of respect, I think, shown from that delivery at the end. He's definitely, with Syria, he's, like you said, he came out very aggressive at the start, and now he's just kind of reined it in, and he's jumping on the loose balls. I think he knows that, they've lost a few wickets now, needs to show some respect to his wicket, because it is going to be very valuable if they can get him out. This one up in the air, it's going to go over James Riley's head. Manages to get back to it, and it is only probably, I reckon if Riley was about 5 metres back, that one is getting gobbled up. So
well, he's gone about 10 metres further back now, so
he's got the speed to make that distance in. As this one,
I think that was a chance.
I'll tell you what, I know he's a spinner, but geez, he's bowling a lot faster than any of the spinners we face. He's bowling a lot faster than any of the pace we see. This one up in the air.
There's a chance. Coming forward, not going to get to it.
No, Sam Chitty out there, very quick young kid, but he's not going to get there for that one. And, geez, I'll tell you what, Cranny is not leaving anyone wondering out there at the moment. He's letting his intentions known that he's going to be the fast scoring and will put some runs on the board before drinks.
Syria again just plays that out for an easy single down to the deep cover fielder in Chitty. They've just worked it around nicely in this over. Have Swanbourne just taking the runs on offer. We've certainly seen Cranny attack, not afraid to go the aerial route. Yep. I know next over is drink, so we're 19 overs done. It's 3 for 70.
Yeah, they'd be pretty happy with that, Swanbourne. I think if you
one that was short, wide, outside off stump. He looks disappointed that he's missed out on that one. Doesn't get anything on it at all. Any sort of edge, and it flies over the top for 4 runs. He looking to uppercut that one straight over the backward point fielder's head is the way that he's shadow batting there. But I don't think he was that close to it. I don't think he was as close to that one as he thinks he was. Verco, slower ball there.
And pushes this one straight to the fielder. I think that's Joe Lavender. Stops that one easy. And Cranny, like you said, Donnie, he is looking to score runs and he's looking to score them fast.
Well, there was some clever bowling too. I mean, he knows he's got a bloke out there that's looking to attack, looking to go at him hard, and just rolls the fingers over one and slows it down.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, mate. Yep.
So enjoying this contest so far, Verco. In again, just short, back of a length. Again, wants to cut it through the offside.
Yeah.
He's looking to cut it up through that region. It doesn't seem to bother him that there is that man at backward point.
Yeah,
he wants to take him on. He's not bothered by that at all, as we see that man dropping back to the rope now. Going out into the deep, which is an interesting tactic, almost giving him a single, because that's where he's looking to hit them.
Well, maybe they want him on strike for the next one. And that is, again, just beats him. I'll tell you what, Phil Adams is probably feeling a bit hungry out there at the moment and feels like he's about to be fed, because there's on the approach, gets a nice edge to it, and this one will go, trying to work down, it's not a fine leg.
That's third man,
Third man, yeah. And that'll be the end of the over, and that will be drinks. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the scorecard up. We'll be back after this, and when we come back, we're going to try talk to some of the life members and past players here that are here today. So be back after this, after drinks. Welcome back as we've just gone to drinks. And Donnie, just give us a bit of a score update before Dylan Smith comes in for his next over.
Yeah, 20 overs done and 3 for 71. Swanbourne, they're going at a bit over 3 and over, about 3.5 and over as they're trying to increase that scoring rate underneath. That one never looked comfortable. In the end, I don't think he even gets a hand on it. He's got his head in his hands. And disappointed. Just seemed to be swirling around up in the breeze up high. But it's difficult to make excuses for that one, Albie.
Cranny is, I don't know, maybe he's got something to do.
He's live by the sword, die by the sword. He's having a crack.
He's definitely given a fair few highlights out there at the moment.
Through the cover region, down to the man in the deep for a single. That one a little bit less adventurous from Cranny. Maybe heart and mouth for him as well. Just looking to regain his bearings. Takes the single. This left-hand, right-hand combination. Always difficult for the bowler to adjust to that as well. Especially a young bowler like Smith. He comes in again. Syria gets forward.
Great effort there by Adam Faulkner. Can't quite. And enough pressure there that it is only a single. Dylan Smith, young bloke, his brother Tom, younger brother Tom, he's playing third grade as we speak at the moment against Swanbourne's third grade out there. So try to get a bit of a score at some stage. But once again, Cranny showing his intention there and can't quite get onto the bat. And this one for no run. Smokes that one down the ground. It will only be a single. And well fielded out there by Riley. And I guess like you said, Donnie, every run Cranny makes from here is just a bonus for him, considering he probably should have been caught.
Well, you see Riley again, like you talk about how good a fielder Riley is. He's disappointed he didn't get the run out there. Yeah. He wants to make up for that dropped catch. He wants to make up for the error, and he's trying to make every post a winner, and has put a lot of pressure on his own shoulders there, I suppose, in terms of trying to make up for a mistake that he's made.
We'll be bowling to Cranny, who is not necessarily looking to defend. And I'll tell you what, well for him,
through his first spell, his first delivery of this spell, back of a length.
Well defended. Cranny does have a defensive shot. We've just all seen it, so well done there. I'll tell you what, it's been exciting to watch since he's been at the crease. He hasn't left anyone wondering.
Well, the interesting thing is that he isn't actually scoring that quickly, despite the fact he's certainly having a crack at it.
Mm. Yeah, I think he's. I don't know if he's.
And you know what else? It's not Cranny.
Yeah, it's not the Cranny.
No, it's just been updated on My Cricket. It's actually Duncan Bent. And he does again. Waves at it.
Just beats the edge there. Wow.
Well, one thing when you're going this hard at it, if you do get an edge, it's going to be incredibly tough to catch. It's going to have to be a fine edge if it's going to be caught by the keeper or the slip fielder.
Look, like I said, with the pace that Treneman has, Bent would be looking at this going, I'll probably get some boundaries here, and he's probably not far off the money. As he gets an edge onto that one, it won't go to the boundary, but he does get a single out of that one. And
he's going so hard at it. If he gets a thick edge on one, that third man's a catching fielder.
Yeah,
he's in a catching position.
6.
Well, the excitement dies down a little bit with Syria coming on strike. He's been a little bit more conventional in the way he's gone about things, compiling a A pretty nice innings, 29 from 47 thus far.
Well, he's just had to adjust his playing style after they lost a couple of quick wickets. You know, he came out very attacking. He's had to change his game style, and you just love to see that from the top grade batsman at your club.
He's been solid. He's their rock. He's the guy that you feel that if they can knock him over, it could really dent the confidence of Swanbourne. But so long as he's there, I think they'll be happy to let the bloke down the other end have a rep. So he just works that where he wants it to go. So it's
Young Smith coming in again. And why not? Because he has been bowling very, very well. And a fielding change, I can see Adam Faulkner going out to where Riley was before. He'll be disappointed in that because he'll know exactly why he's been moved in the field.
Because he's sort of deep for Witsuria.
And they'll let the single go and get bent back on strike.
Well, you watch the way that they shift the field around a little bit in terms of the field being a lot more up, a lot more players being up.
Yeah, oh, look, to be fair, I mean, Bent hasn't broken the field just yet. Like, I don't think he's hit a boundary as of yet, despite the swings that he's having. And I don't know, maybe someone's had a quick word in his ear.
It's actually interesting. Like, you look at the straight field as well. There's a conventional mid-off and mid-on, and then there's also and through the air. So they're protecting that area of the field when Bent's on strike. But it's certainly not your conventional field that you're normally used to seeing.
And with Syria back on strike, meaning that the guys are all pushed out. They're happy to let that single go, get Bent back on strike. They've obviously picked which batter that they want to target.
They're just trying to protect the boundaries with Syria, and he's more than happy to take the singles at the moment. There's plenty of time left in this game. I'm sure he'll look to open the shoulders as we get towards the back end of this match, or this innings. But for the time being, he just wants to stick out there, keep compiling runs as Bent gets that one through the infield.
Yeah, another big strike, and like you said, broke the infield but couldn't quite get it outside past Adam Faulkner as Smith comes back in on the approach. This one stopped very, very well there, and just trying to work out who that is in the field. Is that Corey Verco that stopped that one?
It is.
And
so 3 for 82 off 23. And you'd imagine Treneman will be coming in for the second over of his spell.
The ball thrown out to Harrison, and he's going to give it back to Treneman.
Righto, mate. Must be about your shout.
I think it's, yeah, we had a drinks break and we didn't even go get drinks. That's piss poor commentary efforts by us. What I might do, mate, is I'll go grab drinks, but I might also grab someone over here to come have a chat. And
see if you can volunteer someone.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody wants to get on the mic and say too much. They're all a bit shy. They're all a bit shy here at the Valley.
Momentarily.
Treneman continues into the 24th over of this one-day clash. And once again, Bent just waves at one outside the off stump. He's 12 off 29. He certainly looks intent to get on with things. I don't know whether he quite has the power. He certainly hasn't had the timing so far innings. But the intent is certainly there. It's Treneman. Comes back in. One on a good length. So continues to be tidy. 4.3 overs, 1 for 10. Ryan Treneman got the first wicket of the day. Cleaned up. Trent Barlow was looking pretty good. He was 19 off 31 when he knocked him over. And again, that one, a full toss. And Bent gets through that one, so just well overpitched on that occasion. But just a single. Doesn't cost them too much as his left-hand, right-hand combination. Suddenly they change strike, and fielders go from all parts, changing their positions. Treneman once more on a good length. With Surya plays that one on the front foot, down to the mid off for no run. So 3 for 82.
As he punches this one straight and gets out to Keegan DeCoker, throws that one back in, and another good over by Ryan Treneman, I assume. I don't know, I was getting drinks.
Yeah,
So.
it was a good over. Bent had waved at one. He did have one that he overpitched, a full toss, but only cost him 1 run. So that was probably the only blemish really on that over.
Looking at James Riley warm up the shoulders, and it reminds me of a friend of ours, Clint Barrett, warming up his shoulders.
Never getting a bowl, son.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, exactly.
You keep rolling the shoulders over.
Yeah, we love Clint, but yeah, sorry, Chief. That one's not happening. So, but I don't know. We might see something out there. As Dylan Smith comes in on the back foot.
Get into these sort of middle overs. You got one batsman out there that's set, and there's a lot of easy runs out there for them. That one, there's a cheeky single.
Yeah,
well run.
Very well run.
Just
punches this one down the ground as well, and not as much intensity on the run needed there as there was for the previous one with Bent, but it was very well played. Just like you said, just a little poke. He knew that it would take time for the fielders to get there. As he puts this one up in the air,
he's got all of it. He's got all of that.
All of that one. That is 6. Hands go up. Geez, I tell you what, Bent finally gets one out of the middle that he's been trying to get for, what, about 30 deliveries.
Hasn't hit a boundary yet. He's thrown his back out.
That just looked sweet out of the bat. And he just, a bit of finesse there, and he's just safe back in there on the return, sent back. But it just goes to show the difference in fielding ability, Donnie, from when we play. That would have been an easy single.
Well, I don't know exactly what Bent was thinking. I don't know where he thought he got it to, but he was looking to take the single, and with Surya, it's like there's never a run there, mate. And in the end, pretty lucky to make it back. This one hit through the cover region down to the man in the deep for the 1 run. But this has been a good over for Swanbourne.
It has been, and it's just been pointed out to me to the right of us, Donnie, is a person in all white on a horse walking around. I'm not really sure what's going on over there at the moment.
Can we direct the camera in
we can, yeah.
in that direction, because that is thoroughly interesting.
Like, what is that? Like,
I think she's in a wedding dress.
Fair enough.
I think she's on her way to the ceremony on a horse. I don't know.
It is.
This is unusual.
Yes. Welcome to cricket.
We have not seen this before.
As Bent punches that one straight, and well stopped out there by DeCoker, as we've got a bride on a horse on the outfield. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We've seen that. Back to the cricket.
Okay.
Oh, she's just stopped.
She's just stopped to watch.
Going to watch this next delivery from Ryan Treneman.
Which is fair enough.
The horse is a little stirred up, doesn't want to go in the direction that the bride wants it to go.
There we go. Kicking off again as Treneman comes in. This one
Overpitched.
pushed forward. And yes, you can't really see it on the camera at the moment because I have focused it on the cricket again. Smoked out there for a single and picked up well by Corey Verco and thrown back in. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Swan Valley.
I'm just wondering where the wedding is. Where are they going from here on a horse? How far is she riding to this wedding?
And there's a
God.
wicket. Ryan Treneman strikes. Bent is gone. And I'll tell you what, he definitely delivered an interesting and entertaining innings by him with the bat. An absolute belter of a 6. But he did not leave us wondering what his intent was with the bat as he came out having a red-hot crack at everything. And he's dismissed by Treneman for how many?
22 off 37 deliveries. No boundaries, just that 1-6. But yeah, it's been a thoroughly
yeah, that is a bit different.
Back to the bride and the horse.
Yeah, while we wait.
Congratulations to the woman and I assume groom.
Yeah, well, that's a dangerous game these days as well.
Maybe she's marrying the horse. Who knows? Well, once again, we'll have to. I'm not going to try and assume that Full Love is the new man at the crease. So we'll wait for My Cricket to update to let us know who the new batsman is.
The number 23, it is a very famous number in cricket and retired by the Melbourne Stars this week in honour of Shane Warne. But
on any sort of sporting field,
yeah.
really.
And very well played. Bounced up quite well. And
I tell you, Treneman's made a real effort to try and get the ball full. Now, he's certainly been overpitched on a couple of occasions where it hasn't bounced at all. He's a few full tosses thrown in there, but there's a definite effort from him to try and get the ball as full as possible and get the batters driving. That's what he wants them doing. He wants them trying to drive.
The Treneman comes back in on the approach, and this one well defended. And do we know who the batter is yet? Is it updated?
Well, it says it's Cranny. So
this is Cranny.
I don't know. we were calling Paul Bent Cranny for
the best part of 3 overs.
Well, most of his innings, really. But hopefully on this occasion it is Oliver Cranny. No run from the first 2 deliveries he's faced.
But definitely not like he's the first Cranny that went out there and had a red-hot swing at everything. Absolutely love that. A very entertaining innings.
At the end of a successful over from Ryan Treneman. Now 6 overs, 2 for 14.
Yeah, love that.
He's his figures. Well, the horse has lost its rider. Horse is making its way back. So wherever they're getting married, it's not too far away.
Probably over at Swan or around that way. Anyway, nice little, just a little finesse there. Can't quite score. Makes me think it's a 40-over game, which means he's only got 8. So
okay, well,
I think
then he'll bowl out.
I think he's going to bowl out, and why wouldn't you? He's bowling very well. Probably unlucky not to have another wicket or 2.
He's knocked over for a 3-ball duck. He beat him with flight there. He drew him forward. Got underneath the bat and knocks over the castle, and another wicket falls for Swanbourne. They can fall in clumps. We did say when Stan Harrison brought Treneman back into the attack that they felt that if they could break that partnership, they could really get into this lower order of Swanbourne and maybe clean them up. And they've got 1 wicket. Now they've got 2. Now they're hungry, and I think they'd like to get a few more. Well, that was a peach of a delivery. Really well flighted. Just threw it up. A nice little tempter. And he got the desired result. That's his second wicket, 6-point quick succession. All of a sudden, you feel a different energy up here as well with us. We've got the crowd in here with us, and suddenly they're more engaged and watching and riding every delivery, every emotion. Again, floats one up. This one, he does get to the flight of it.
Yeah, well hit, no run, but well defended, basically. Pushed up there by James Riley. Throw just a little bit to the side of Phil, but I'll tell you what, there's almost a huge run out.
Well, that would have been calamitous. It would have been absolutely diabolical to run out the set batsman, the bloke that's been there since the beginning, and it probably should have been a run out. I mean, it was a great pickup. All it needed was an equally great throw, and he was going to be short of his crease. It would
probably just
turned out it was a bit wide of Phil, and
just not 100% set in the footwork as he's throwing the ball, which you understand because you're trying to get it back in there as quick as you can. But geez, that would have been absolutely a huge wicket in the context of this game.
The last thing they need right now is for Witsuria to lose his wicket, and to lose it to a run out would have been almost unforgivable.
So Treneman back in, and he's been bowling very well.
Well, he's got a couple himself, looking for a bag. Again, over
Very
pitching.
full. Very full, and this one well fielded and probably not punished. But in saying that, new batsman at the crease. If it was with Syria, I reckon that one was probably going for runs.
Absolutely. Well, the fielders would be in different positions as well for Syria, but the new batsman, the infield is a little bit tighter. Treneman in again for the second ball of this over.
Well,
Roberts hits that one straight. Did he get a finger on that?
No, I think he got the umpire.
Well, it's hit the stumps.
Yep. Hit the stumps off no player.
That's what I was saying. If the bowler gets a finger on that, I think he got back anyway. But that's another horrible way to get out. With Sirius trying to find the worst possible way to lose his wicket.
Handled ball, I think, is one of the worst ones I've ever seen. I've seen someone do that, and it is pretty demoralising.
Let's see him get out hit wicket.
So this one...
Just treading on his own stumps.
This one hit straight to the young star in Sam Chitty, and there is 3 of them. Young Max playing in a T20 grand final this morning. Adam Chitty playing for... Josh Chitty playing for Midland Guildford, and Sam Chitty playing first grade for Swan Valley. So I'll tell you what, there's no shortage of talent in that family. There's Treneman on the approach, and this one well cut out to square leg. Great fielding, and with Syria and Phil Adams decide to have a hug it out in the just at the end there.
Well, no love from the two Swan teams, Swanbourne and Swan Valley.
Just a little bit of a friendly bear hug there, just to just to show that we're all in support of each other.
In the intro to this Ron Roki Memorial game, that they were referred to as the Swan of the West, and we're the Swan of the East. So
I like that.
Yeah, fitting, I think.
Yeah, with Syria punches this one down the ground for a single, and just continues to be that rock that Swanbourne need him to be.
Yeah, there will come a time where he will be required to up the ante a little bit, but for the time being, he definitely needs to be he needs to stay there. If he gets out, I think they'll really collapse around him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, mate. He's definitely done what he needs to do today.
Gone.
And that is gone. Well bowled there by Treneman, and he has chopped that one onto the base of the stumps and gone. And what was the final score there? I think 3, maybe?
Yeah, so just got a couple. So two runs for Roberts. But yeah, once again, I sort of pointed it out a few times during this spell that he's looked to be very, very full. And that was another full delivery. That one was a Yorker. It was pinpoint perfect from Treneman. They haven't all been pinpoint perfect. He's overpitched on a couple, but he's got enough right to have some fantastic figures. And you know, it continues to improve. He's got his 3rd wicket. He's and I think that might be the end of the over. So 7 overs, 3 for 16 for Treneman. He's been absolutely fantastic so far.
So Hall, if that's his name, because it's on his shirt, is coming out to bat next. Is there a Hall on there?
Yep, absolutely.
There we go.
There is. So a few of them haven't had the names on their shirts, but Andrew Hall making his way out into the middle. Career batting average of just under 14.
I'll take that.
You take that once, not just as an average.
Yeah.
You take that once.
Yeah, pretty much. So with Syria will be the man on strike.
What sort of advice do you think Syria would be giving to Hall in terms of what to expect from the 2 blokes that are on at the moment, and in terms of Smith and Treneman?
Mate, my advice would be just to let's stick it out. There's plenty of overs left. We don't need to be throwing the kitchen sink at everything. Just take your time. Because sometimes you do. You would come out, and that's a great, it's well punched there for a single for Witzeria. You know, you come out, you feel the pressure on you, and you feel like the score's not as high as it needs to be, so you've got to make quick runs. And, you know, sometimes you just need that calming head at the other end just to tell you, mate, we've still got 10, 15 overs left. Like, we've got so much cricket left to play. Just take your time, relax. You know, not that I ever take that advice. I used to get out for a duck. I don't get a chance to speak to the bloke at the other end.
Head down, nothing silly. That's you, Albs.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, that is pretty good advice. I'd certainly be pointing out that both of these guys are trying to get the ball full.
Yeah.
So, you know, don't be tempted into going at one unless you know you can get to the pitch of it, get to the flight of it.
Yeah, Dylan Smith's definitely putting the ball exactly where he wants it to go at the moment. He's bowling very, very well.
Going to be out of the attack, so let's see these guys off.
Yeah, I imagine.
See what else they've got.
Well, Adam Faulkner will be coming back on, and Joe Lavender definitely will be coming back on. I'd love to see Sam Chitty get a couple of overs, the young kid. Riley, once again, just straight onto it, and pulls up a little bit sore there, just to grab at the back of their left hamstring there.
Well, I don't know how good the fitness of Witzeria is out there either. He was sort of labouring through that run and didn't look like he was pushing through the crease. It wasn't the sharpest of singles. Maybe he's starting to feel the pinch. He's been out there, as we said, since the beginning. He's fairly warm here today. He doesn't have the same hydration regime that we do here in the commentary box.
Nah, that one's great. This is the same hydration techniques we have in the game. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
I remember playing footy when I was a young kid, you know, 17, playing for the Ellenbrook Footy Club, and our full forward, and you know, people, they'd run him out of beer and a smoke when he kicked a goal. Back in the early 2000s, it's just amazing. Couldn't believe it. You're just like, you come from playing for Upper Swan, and you're watching the full forward, just smash back a can and a dart at the quarter time break, and we're just like, what is going on?
Surgery box.
So I think he's played me well.
Yeah.
I think he's
strike bat.
Very well played there.
Jeez, they got onto him quickly. He didn't look comfortable in front of that delivery, but
no.
He gets a run for his trouble. I don't know whether he wants to face too many more from Treneman.
No, he played it well, pushed down a third man, gets his run, and he pushes that one out.
You're right, it was the same shot, but that was with infinitely more poise and composure, and he just put it exactly where he wanted it to go.
Yeah. No, he's playing a very, very good innings at the moment. What's he on?
He'd be on to 40 now from 63. So, yeah, the strike rate's not awful. That's
No. One-day cricket, it's not T20. Lets this one go and through to the keeper in Phil Adams.
That's Marnus-like leave there. There was lightsabers out there from the new batsman Roberts. He was back, he was forward, waved the bat around a bit. It's funny how Smith and Marnus have made leaves popular again.
I remember Ed Cowan, like his best delivery was the leave.
The leave.
I was like, how is that even possible? Like, your most famous delivery, your most famous cricket shot is a leave.
Yeah.
But he did play a good leave. He made it look good. And I don't know how that's possible.
He could get 20 off 200 with 180 leaves. Good leaves. Not Cam Green leaves.
Yep.
Treneman.
Is that Treneman? I think it looks like Joe Lavender.
It is. I think you might be right.
I think it's Joe Lavender, and he has bowled the very, very dangerous.
It's been a change in the bowling that we didn't recognise, but
a very skinny Treneman with a long neck, the giraffe that is Joe Lavender. And geez, he is pumped. A great wicket there by the coach.
Well, his first spell was really, really tidy. While Vertgo was getting smashed around early, Lavender was very, very tidy, and now he's picked up the big wicket. Ashwood Syria, he's gone for 40. It's been a really nice knock. It's been a really
coming in, and this is the president of Swanbourne Cricket Club, and a big shout out to him because he's the bloke we've been communicating with all week to facilitate the opening presentations that we've done today. So we really appreciate the
big job to do. 7 down. We'd like to see some sort of competitive game, to be honest. If we certainly want the Valley to win, but at the moment they look well and truly in control of this fixture. Lavender charging back in. He's got his first wicket of the day. And struck him pretty close. He's got him. First ball. He's got the LBW decision plumb in front. And the president, he'll make his way back to the dugout. Gone. First ball, Dark. Lavender next over will be on a hat-trick.
Wow. And here's Full Love. Come in. Wow. It just goes to show how quick this game can change when you look at the first few overs that were played here today. And Joe Lavender finds himself on a hat-trick ball. The president, like I said, shout out to him and the great work that they did to facilitate today. But as Vice President of the Swan Valley Cricket Club, I'm happy to see him gone for a golden duck. So,
well, Lavender, his first spell went for 4 overs, none for 8. And now he's got a 2-wicket maiden, so his figures look absolutely outstanding. 5 overs, 2 for 8 on a hat-trick with the first delivery of the next over. That is the end of that over. And looks like we might have a change in the bowling at the other end as well.
And
Adam Faulkner
back on.
Back into the attack, so
he's had enough. He wants to have a crack as well.
His first spell, 5 overs, 1 for 14. So he was pretty good early on as well. I mean, Roberts, or rather Hall, will be on strike.
Hall and Full Love out there at the moment, and both relatively new batsmen as well. With Witseria dismissed for 40, probably the the biggest wicket so far of today, because he was looking in very good form out there as Adam Faulkner on his approach comes in and just pushes this one back forward to the bowler.
Again, just 30 overs gone too, so you know you want to bat your overs out. That'll be the thing they'll be talking about in mid-pitch is let's bat the. We're not bowled out early, so that means they've got to stick around for a bit. So I wouldn't expect too many expansive shots, but the Valley have certainly got their tails up.
As he punches this one down the ground, he will be cut off for a single and get this one back in to Adam Faulkner, and that is a single to Hall. And we see the new batsman, Full Love, on strike for the first time.
Come Full Love.
And again, probably a little bit shorter than he was expecting, I think. That hit quite high up on the bat, but he still defends it well back to the bowler.
Was very full. That was the delivery that he probably could have had a crack at, and once again he's had, I think. Worth an inquiry though.
Yeah, there's no real full-blown appeal as Lavender comes in, and this is his hat-trick ball. Now, the question I want to ask you, Donnie, is Brando, 185 not out 2 weeks ago. The next game, if he scores 15 runs, can he celebrate a double ton?
No.
So why is this a hat-trick?
Because it
should be in the same over.
It can't be. He's got 2 wickets with his last 2 balls.
Yeah, well, that's his own fault. He should have got them in the first 2. But here comes Joe Lavender on the hat-trick ball.
Got it! Here at Swan Valley, they're 9 down.
Now we've got another lane coming in.
Well, we don't have another lane on the list, so he's
stolen someone's shirt.
Stolen the 23 shirt, because there's a couple of 23.
Yeah, wow. And with 1 wicket to go, he could be looking at a double hat-trick. It's nice to be on the winning end of these for once. Having been involved in 2 hat-tricks this year, it's yeah, they're pretty crap. This one's a fun one.
So far. 9 now for 106, 31.1 overs gone.
So we wait for Joe Lavender.
Well, they had to find the ball first. So they would
down there helping out as well.
Lavender. How good's his second spell been? Took us 3 deliveries to realise it was him bowling, but
yeah,
not paying attention.
It's unlike us.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah. Anyway, Lavender for the double hat-trick.
Well, Spencer Bluntish is the new batsman, apparently. According to my cricket, not his shirt.
So they would have their tails in the air at the moment off the back of Treneman and Dylan Smith, and then you add in Joe Lavender with a hat-trick.
Absolutely. They are firing on all cylinders. Up another one. He finishes with 4 for 8, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, very good bowling spells, mate. They those stats are usually my top scores with the bat. So for him to...
And the other wicket coming from Adam Faulkner, 1 for 15, as Swanbourne bowled out for 106. We've got a chase for Swan Valley. They've still got to get those runs. I mean, it seems easy at the moment, but they've still got to come out and get them.
Well, that's it. You know, we've seen them bowled for 106. Doesn't mean they can't come out and do the same. As I've just got the live score there, we'll go back to the main screen as the boys come off, and I'm sure they'll get a bit of a round of applause from the supporters here today as they come off the ground. As we see Murray Spackman in the background checking the pitch, mate. The guy's a perfectionist.
We get the heavy roller out there. But
innings there.
Everyone wanting to put Joey Lavender in the front. I don't know whether he wants to accept the accolades there, but yeah, he's really cleaned them up.
A great effort there by the boys. as I'll just take it back out to the pitch.
He looked like it. So long as he was there, there was some confidence in what Swanbourne were doing. But as soon as he got picked up, everything fell apart.
Yeah. No, look, 100% agree with you there. It was he was the steadying head out there. We saw Bent come out and have a swing, just try to be that I guess that pressure batsman and put some quick runs on the board, but unfortunately just wasn't able to connect on a lot of them. He got a really great 6 out of the middle of the bat, but a lot of his other ones fell quite short and probably just not hitting it the way he likes. But yeah, Joe Lavender, absolutely amazing hat-trick delivery for him. He ends up with 4 wickets. Ryan Treneman did a great job. Dylan Smith did a great job. Well bowled by Adam Faulkner as well, and even Verco break. And when we come back, we're going to see how Swanbourne attack this one. It is a low total, which means they have to play some attacking cricket with the ball, and obviously a Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is the second innings here. We have the opening delivery here, and
There's
that
a
one,
start.
that is a great start. The ball is going to go. That is going to be a well stopped on the ground. Oh, geez, I tell you what, have that straight in the face. Jesus.
Yeah, full of. He just popped it up straight into his teammate's face.
I think that's bent.
That's bent. That's
yeah, it's bent.
Bent now has a bent nose.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. He just hurled that straight into his face. But great to save the boundary there by Full Love and 2 runs. And I think this is Adam Faulkner.
It is Adam Faulkner with a good
strike.
start.
And it'll be, who's at the other end? Is that Joe Lavender? See the gold chain.
Might be right.
Blocks that one for no run. And can you tell me who is bowling?
Hall is the bowler.
Yep. So Hall is bowling, and I do think this is Joe Lavender at the other end.
It'll still. So 2 runs off that first delivery.
Yeah, it was very well struck, but great run by Full Love and Bent to stop that one for a boundary, and that one is definitely shaped away and beaten the edge of the bat through to the keeper.
He's full and wide, and he sort of got down.
It would have been, well, at least a single, but it would have been safe from a boundary as Hall comes in for the 4th delivery of this over, and a swing and a miss.
Dances down the pitch too. Takes a couple of steps down to try and change the length. Just trying to get the bowler to change things up. Not necessarily a bad move there from Fawkes, but looking to show some intent early. Not looking to prod and probe and just sort of grind their way to this win. They want to play their natural games out there. So leaves that one outside off stump. Yeah, the other batsman down the other end.
I thought he was wearing a he had a white undersleeve earlier, so maybe he's taken that off.
They may change that as it goes on, but that's who they've got as the not-out batsman down the other end on My Cricket.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying the gold chain and just thinking Dakota. And is this the number 20? I thought it was Full Love, but he's there with the number 15, so it's definitely not him.
Well, they definitely don't update that until after he's bowled a delivery, so we'll update who the other opening bowler is in due course.
And we got Hall just down on deep fine leg out here, so his bowling efforts send him down to deep fine leg, as do with most bowlers. He's quite quick, so not a bad bloke to have down there in the field. As this one comes to Dakota, and he lets it go outside off stump.
Well, they've definitely got the ability with this low total to be patient, don't they? So yeah. They can wait for the right delivery. They can wait for the bowlers to make a mistake and then take advantage of it. So that one outside off, fullish length, just able to leave it. So you can. You don't have to go hard at it, and that's the benefit of a lower total. Goes at that one though, and it's nicked a first slip and second delivery. Keegan Dakota. He's making his way off the field, and all of a sudden, Swanbourne up and about, and feeling like they're in the 2-ball duck. Full Love is the bowler, so he's 1 for none. It is a little confusing, I think, sometimes with the fielding team. They've got names on the back of their jerseys, and sometimes they don't match up, but.
Well, he's definitely got that one on target as opposed to the one he threw into Bent's face.
Absolutely.
Anyway, they'll be up and about at the moment. Their first wicket and coming quite early, and maybe a few demons left in this pitch just to cause a few dramas for the Swan Valley as they try to chase down this 107 runs.
Well, it certainly does give you an indication. Sometimes when you see one team bat, you think they did pretty ordinarily, and then the other team comes out to bat, and you say, well, maybe the pitch, and you see that keeping very low.
Yeah, kept
It's
low.
a wide because it was off the pitch, I think.
Kept low and go for a wide there, and it's something, Donnie, I don't think we're accustomed to because of the cricket we play, but not very many extras in the first innings. And
No, I think there was two wides down the leg side, and that one of those was run. So there was only the one wide in the entire first innings that went for a run as well. Got past the keeper, but that was the only extras in that first innings. So yeah, you're right. It's very, very disciplined performance by the Swan Valley bowling unit. It's once again full love making his way in for Swanbourne. Just popped out towards that point region. And the extra cover fielder comes across and cuts that off. Prevents a run from being scored.
So Budden looking to get off the mark, and Falk's not happy with being run out there, so sends him back. Because I think the fielders were at at point were very, very quick onto that one, and I don't think that was any chance of a run. As Full Love comes back in on his approach, and that one over the top, that'll go for 4. A very quick outfield out there, and Bent can't quite get to that one. That'll be 4 runs.
Well, it was hit uppishly, but it's a vacant backward point area and goes down for the first boundary of this Swan Valley innings. And off the mark too.
Like you said, plenty of time out there at the moment. Just play at the loose one.
There was only one person appealing for that one.
Yep.
That's never a good sign when you're alone in an appeal.
Feel obligated to bag him out, even though he has done a really good job as an umpire so far today. I still think we should just bag him out because he's a mate.
Go for it.
Yeah. Sean, you're doing a crap job.
Yeah. Stuck into him.
Yeah. Just glad you're at square leg right now.
Well, he's at square leg, but he's at point, so yeah, that's lazy umpiring.
Oh, 100%.
Lazy umpiring.
As Forks just plays that one down to deep third man for a single. Actually, that'd be deep 5 man, wasn't it? I'm trying to work out which way he stands. No, yeah. It would have been deep fine leg. He's pushed that one down there for a single. And obviously they've got the coverage down there, so know what they're doing there. As Hall comes in for another approach. Ooh, geez, that was a very, very good delivery. I think...
well, got down. Like, again, it's keeping a bit low out there. And that's one thing, the variable bounce that the Swanbourne had to deal with. And you can see the batter there just indicating that it kept a bit low as well. So he's recognised that it's going to be difficult to deal with. Not easy batting conditions.
Yeah, dug that one out. Very, very good delivery there by Hall. It's one of those things because a lot of them aren't staying low. It's just the odd one that is.
Yeah.
And that I think that makes it even harder to pick. Yeah, a lot of shape and delivery in this pitch so far today.
I kind of feel like it's a kind of pitch where you want to play on line, not length.
Yeah.
So if they give you a bit of width, then have a crack at it. But if it's on line with the stumps and protect your wicket, I think that's the kind of pitch that we're looking at.
Yep. Hall with another good delivery, although he slipped up right at the end there, and he's checking the bottom of his shoes as you do when you trip over something. You look for that imaginary object that made you trip over. I feel like he's doing the same thing, checking his spikes. Oh, I've got spikes. Yep, I've got spikes.
I think that's probably something that Swanbourne didn't do overly well. Is that they didn't protect their wicket. I mean, there was only one catch, and that was caught behind as Hall comes in again, just works that one off the pad. So that one getting a little straight, plays it offline, works it down to fine leg for 2. So that's a well played.
Between the wickets by these two. Adam Faulkner is very, very busy between the wickets, which we know. I haven't seen Budden sing bat particularly too many times. But I know Forks is very, very busy between the wickets. But in saying that, there's a lot of quick guys here for Swanbourne. As we see Hall on the approach. And I love that Adam Faulkner saying no while still running forward.
that can be confusing.
Yeah, definitely. So a good over by Hall. Well, good two spell so far. 2 over spell so far by Hall as Full Love comes back in for his second over. And what have we got as a score so far?
Yeah, so 3 overs down, 1 for 10. So they're on track early doors, but a lot of...
And early is massive for Swanbourne. They've done very, very well there. Very good wicket. Especially in this format of the game. He's quite capable of putting on a quick fire, 20, 30 runs. So...
Well, the man on strike is another one that I'm sure Swanbourne would like to knock over early. Adam Faulkner, a dangerous batsman. I thought he'd strangled one down the leg side, and it wasn't the best of deliveries, but almost got him another scalp as he comes in again. Not too much complaint.
And plays.
And then a what?
Yeah, Adam Faulkner didn't look like he was too worried about that one, but why he hasn't played it. I'm not a big fan of the umpires that just don't pay it but don't say why. I think if you explain straight away,
Oh!
have one of those.
That's carried. He's looking for some indication it has carried.
Yep.
There we go. He's finally got the indication. That is a 6 from Adam Faulkner. Gets stuck right into that one.
Yep. Good.
Slightly over pitched, half volley. No risk in that shot either. And then works one off the legs. He has been really leg sideish in this over, Full Love. And gets down to fine leg. He uses soccer skills just to prevent it from going for 4.
So great work by Hall.
Got through for 3, I believe, have they?
Yeah, got through for 3, and
great
leg buys. Well done to Hall out there to save that extra run. But yeah, he's definitely attacking the leg side of Adam Faulkner, and it's must be something that, I don't know, maybe because that.
Oh, that's backward point fielder. We've already seen him hit one in the air. They've put a fielder there. After that's where he got his 4, was through that region. That one again uppishly hit in that area and just short. I don't think it carried. I don't think it was a dropped catch.
No, it wasn't a dropped catch. It didn't carry, but a great effort there out there by the fielder at backward point. But Full Love definitely setting the field the way he wants and bowling the way he wants at the moment as he pushes this one down to fine leg. Hall's been very busy down there at the moment. I do love that the umpire, Sean Hughes, looks out to the fielder, not to the crowd, but to the fielder to ask him whether that was a 6 or not, and the fielder just giving him the soft signal, yeah, it was 6. So good to see some good sportsmanship out there in the field, even though you've just been smoked for 6.
Well, I mean, so much. I mean, umpires here, but
yes,
eye on the honesty of the opposition.
Yeah,
like it is really the gentleman's game. And there is still that aspect of it that in fair spirits, and they're the best games to be involved in. Is when you've got the opposition umpiring you and all that sort of stuff. It's
yeah.
When they are fair.
There's nothing better than watching a bloke fire his mate for LBW, and his mate just fumes, and he's the captain.
It was almost like anything that got through the infield early. During the Swanbourne innings, got to the fence, but he just seems to be pulling up a little bit in the later afternoon. And another good single again, just pushing it wide of the fielder, and 1 run added.
At the moment, there's plenty of overs left to play. There's plenty of wickets left in the bank. There's no need to come out here and play T20 cricket.
They're still going all right. It's
we don't
4.2 overs, 1 for 25. They're going at a good clip.
Don't need any sparklers out here today for T20. as Budden seeing
Another
tries
wide.
to push that one out.
That is... I love the signal there from
Oh,
the
mate,
umpire.
I was seeing him pay the fours, like signal the fours earlier, and he's got a real stance about himself, and I'm a big fan of it. I love the umpires add a bit of character
Yeah.
to their signals.
Well, they're out there all day. They've got to have some fun too, don't
Yep.
they? Good on him. Gets on one leg, throws the arms out. It's all in again. Things to do
Punch
again.
this one forward. Well, I tell you what, great to throw back at the stumps as well.
There was definitely a thought. So preserves the wicket, but good fielding. Again, there's an energy out there about Swanbourne, really. Like, despite the fact they've got a very small total to defend, there's some energy. They haven't given up, that's for sure. Swan makes his way in once more. That one's a good length and just chops that down into the onside, into space, and gets the single.
Oh,
That's clever cricket, really. And maybe done himself a mischief. He's hurt himself here.
it does look like he's...
What happened there?
I don't know. He just pulled up a bit short, threw the ball to his teammate, and he's just doing a little bit of a stretch. I think he'll be all right. I hope he'll be all right. You hate to see someone come off for something very innocuous like that. But he looks like he's okay. He's a little bit of a hobble in him, so we'll keep an eye.
I think that's Sudlow out there that pulled up a little lame. He didn't have a great day with the bat, a three-ball duck. And it would certainly make it even worse if he was to pull up with an injury here, as Faulkner punches one down the ground. Some chasing to do for the field. They'll have to reel this one in. Well, again, just pulling it up inside the rope and hits the stumps as well, but everyone well inside their crease. So not a bad throw, though.
I was going to say that was a far throw from fair effort from Sudlow, and he is looking very sore.
He's still lame, though, isn't he?
He's looking sore, but that was he doesn't have to run if he can throw like that. Geez, that was about a good 40-metre throw and hits the stumps. And Singh could have been in all kinds of troubles there, young Budden.
Well, if he had been a little lazy, for sure. But
which we've all been.
And looking in pretty good nick here, Adam Faulkner.
Yeah, no, he's looking good, but concern at the moment is Sudlow. He's looking very, very limp out there at the moment. He's just, I don't know. He's just, you can see him stretching the leg as he's walking around. It was very, very innocuous, and you hate to see a bloke come out of a game injured because of something like that. He's just, he was just going down to pick the ball up, and he's,
They haven't
he's
exactly
looking very sore.
Wasn't too far from being above waist height there, and I think.
Yeah, Budden a little bit taller than some of the other blokes, so
he certainly looked at the square leg umpire, didn't he?
Full Love comes back in, and this one's up in the air.
Slog, like he just sort of lifted it, went with the pace of the ball, and it just kept carrying all the way over the rope. 6 runs, full control, Swan Valley.
So Full Love on the approach once again, and Budden strikes this one down the ground, and it's actually stopped. Sorry, at mid-on. Very, very well.
Yeah, no, he definitely wasn't dropping that one short again.
Yeah.
He wasn't giving him another opportunity in that same area. Wanted to get that one fuller outside off stump. Let's see where this one goes. If he gets his line right, again, gets it full, and he's able to get forward over the top of the mid-off fieldsman. The bloke from deep mid-on actually runs around to clean that up and keeps it to 2. They're scoring at will at the moment. Run a ball or better so far. And Singh's to do with 19 off 18 and Faulkner's 14 off 14. So they're cruising along nicely. This pair more effective for the bowlers that have been getting the ball up. The fuller you get it, the better. And we see it again there. No run coming from that foolish delivery from Full Love.
We're in the catching zone again, Donny, as this one will run for 4 straight into the fence. As it come through? No, it'll stop right there. And that is another great delivery out square leg, deep square leg.
Well, less a good delivery, but fantastic shot.
Mm.
Absolutely amazing cricket, and that's a devastating over for the Swanbourne Cricket Club.
Full love. He bowled really well the first couple. That one would not be one for his highlights reel, but absolutely smoked out here by Budden.
Well, he's now 3 overs, 1 for 25, so he did pick up the wicket. But
yeah, but he only would have been, 8 runs off the first one.
Yeah,
what did he get off that?
He got smoked. He got a 6, a 4, a couple of 2s, and so that was an expensive over or whatever. It looks like they are making a change to the bowling with not Lane.
No, this will be the number 11. I can't remember what his name was, but this will be their number 11.
Bluntish.
All nice and quick, as that one just goes for a single. So Bluntish will want to make sure that he gets his line and length right, because he won't want to give these guys too many opportunities. That's a better delivery. Pushes this one out. It will only be another single, I reckon. Yep, they're not going to chance anyone's arm out there.
Yeah, with a good fielding, they're keeping that to 1 really.
It's funny that it's the same result, but it was a much better delivery from Bluntish.
Yeah, no, certainly won't feel like he missed out in getting a single off that one. Whereas Fawkes, the first delivery, he would have been hoping to put that one away, but better length.
So on the approach.
That's a good delivery, really good delivery, and put down. I think he's got a nick on that, and the keeper has dropped one.
Oh, he's devastated too. Fawkes was even.
Well, I think that is the president as well as the wicket keeper. He has not had a great day.
No.
Got a duck and part of a hat trick, and he's dropped pretty
lucky with that one, because he kind of was shaking his head, and then you could see the look of relief as he realised that the ball hasn't been caught. Defends this one towards the bowler, not taking a second chance there.
I'll tell you what, apart from his first delivery, which probably should have been put away to the fence, every other delivery from young Bluntish has been really good. He's bowled well for his first 4 deliveries.
Just looking over at Bay 13. Walks down the ground, and then I think I think the bowler changed, varied it as he realised he was coming down, and then Fawkes has had to change his approach. Is just.
But it's exactly what he wants by doing that. We saw him do this early, where he got down and changed and got in the bowler's head, got them to change their length. He's bowled 3 really good deliveries in a row, and all of a sudden he's dancing down the wicket, maybe just trying to get him to shorten one up. And he does. Exactly what he wanted.
As that goes for 4.
Well, that is mercurial batting from Adam Faulkner. He got the bowler to do exactly what he wanted him to do.
I just don't understand how you have that mindset. how you could... Yeah. Like, if I do this, the bowler's going to do this. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I hear so many stories about from a lot of the legends of the game about the late, great Shane Warne, and the way that he would, just with his commentary as he's bowling, getting players to think that he's going to do something, and then, gets them into a position. And he's telling the umpire he's going to be LBW, 4 ball. 4th ball, LBW, watch for it. And he just sets someone up like that. And then just to watch, like we're at first grade WASTCA, and you're watching guys do things to make the bowlers do what they want. Like, it's just amazing.
I think this might be the opening bat. Ash coming into bowl. He did a pretty good. Well, he was certainly the best with the bat for Swanbourne, and they need something special from him here, because these two look pretty set.
Last name again? I know it was
Witsuria.
Witsuria, that's it. So Witsuria, very, very good with the bat. He was the batter that we needed to remove. He's
fantastic.
That is a wonderful shot by Budden. in
Not
front
the
of this.
best of starts for Witcheria.
No, not the way he started his batting, that's for sure. But in saying that, this is what he did to us. So we know it can change very, very quickly. But he was the pick of the batsman for Swanbourne. Batted an incredible innings, very aggressive to start with, and then slowed it right up when he realised that wickets were falling around him. Comes in, second one, and that is a great delivery. Dug out there by Budden. He's not giving him much time to think about it either as he comes back in for his third delivery. And Budden puts this one over the top. I don't think it will go for 4. It's going to come close, but I don't think it'll get there. As he gets the 2. Oh, it's going to go for buys. I thought it was off the bat, but it is going to go for buys. I thought he popped it over the top, but
I don't know whether the keeper's too happy with that call.
Yeah.
He's thrown his hands up.
Yeah, I thought that was...
That goes against the keeper, and he's not happy with that at all.
That one is going to be buys.
What have we got here?
Oh. As that one definitely goes for buys. And Budden gets the 2 there. And we'll just wait a moment and just double check if we can get a check. Mike, check.
Nothing.
Maybe try the other mic.
Hello, check.
No, we're not getting anything out of either of them.
Oh, I might, well, actually, yeah, I might bug out and get more beers.
Yeah, sounds like a plan as we welcome life member of the Swan Valley Cricket Club, David Digger Worthington, as we are in the catching zone once again. This one might not go the distance as it hits the ground and just kind of divots, but it is an easy 2 runs once again for Singh. But welcome, David Digger Worthington.
G'day, Albie. How we doing?
Oh, mate, when we're part of a hat-trick that's like on the positive end, I'm always happy, mate, because I've seen a few too many where I've been on the negative end of the hat-tricks this season.
Yeah, exactly right. It was exciting. Joe Lavender getting that hat-trick. Nearly got the double hat-trick. Missed out by a ball, I think.
Yeah, mate, it was very well defended. The bowler at the other end coming on now bluntly, he blocked out very well in that first delivery, and then next one hit the stumps. But
we're off to a fly here.
We're doing very, very well, mate, and we know this this game can go horribly wrong, horribly quick. But
we know
at the moment, very confident.
All too well.
At the moment, quietly confident with the side. But mate, a great turnout so far.
It's been a good day. It's been a great day. Remembering Ron Roki, life membership for Rose Roki, life members day, past players day. Brilliant, beautiful weather too.
Oh, mate, could not have put on a better day. And seeing some of the old heads out here like Peter Perich and Mike Switch, Earl Watson, just seeing some of the old heads out here has just been absolutely great.
Some that have travelled many miles to be here too. Earl down from the southwest.
Yes.
Leschenault Cricket Club representing today.
Yeah, no, it's been absolutely awesome, mate. And Lesky as well, Eamon Lesk.
Yes.
Probably
the king,
an icon.
You would say that, a modern legend.
Yeah. But no, it's been good to see the blokes down there as Fawkes plays that one just square and gets an easy single. But mate, it's your first life members past players day, because I think last year our life members day you had to play. So
I think I did, yeah. So I definitely put this in the calendar for this year. Great to be out here. Great to watch a bit of cricket on a Saturday rather than play. Always nice with a beer in hand.
It is a lot. It is a lot nicer watching and just saying about what people are doing wrong. I think that's a lot easier.
It's good to criticise from the boundary line.
Yeah, exactly. Like
there's a bit of flair from the umpire here, I've got to say, with those wide signals.
Mate, I'm a big fan of him with like his calls for 6 and the 4s, and like he was doing it in the first innings as well. but he does add a little bit extra. I might have to have a chat to Sean Hughes after and go, mate, we want to see a little bit more from you because you're not really giving us much.
Yeah, lead umpire here is given jazz hands every wide that's called.
Yeah, no, big fan of that. As Bluntly comes in for another delivery and Budden sees that one.
Shot.
Plays it off to point, and I reckon it's going to get cut off for 2.
They're scoring at a good rate here, the Valley boys.
They are, and that's the thing. They've got plenty of time, plenty of wickets, and they're just jumping on the deliveries when they see them. A couple of big sixes so far in this innings has been very, very impressive by Adam Faulkner and by Budden Singh.
What are we? 1 for 64. Very good.
Are you able to give us a update on 3rd grade? Because I know they are playing away at the moment against Swanbourne in the 3rd grade cricket. And the president...
a big shot.
As Budden puts that one out, and I reckon that's 1 bounce 4.
Oh, yes. 4 runs. Very close to 6.
Yep. It was only a short bounce 4 because we can see it's only just stopped outside of the marker. As we have a quick look, and Swanbourne 6 for 193, and that's a fair impressive effort by them, considering that they were very early on. If I go to the falls of the wicket, they were 4 for 36. So a great effort there by them to get back in. President Ray Marsh 1 for 31 off 7 overs. But the story of the day, Sam Lynn, the youngster, 5 for 50 from 8 overs. So he took 5 wickets out there today.
That's huge.
It is massive, mate. And Campbell Jeffries for Swanbourne, 61 from 90 deliveries. Definitely stood up. And it is Logan Powell, 53 from 67. So they adjusted well there. And
they hung on there because I think they were 4 for... Not much, 4 for 40 perhaps?
Yeah, well, it might have even been less, to be honest. It was 4 for 36. And then their next wicket with Logan Powell was 5 for 128. So a really good effort there by the youngster in Sam Lynn. Going to be an absolute superstar of our comp. And I think, is this Drinks? Wasn't paying attention.
It looks like Drinks. I think they're just running one out. Drinks out for the batsman here. Great conditions here. The breeze is just starting to come back again.
Yep. There's we'll look at Joe Lavender race out there. A few drinks. On, like you said, mate, it is an absolutely beautiful day out here today. Yeah, a bit of a spring in the step of the coach after he's taken a hat trick for the club. So he'd be pretty happy on a very special day.
Got to say, an exciting moment. I said it before. Very exciting. I was out of the chair.
As Syria comes in with his first delivery, and that one, I don't know if it was played off the bat or not. It looked to me like it was, but we'll wait and see what the umpire says as it goes for 4. And it's a wide delivery.
4 wides.
Ooh. Well, I thought it might have been off the bat, but we'll go with the umpire's call as 5 wides are added to the score for Syria.
Very costly when you've got a small total.
Yeah, 100%. But, mate, yeah, we were actually, it was funny because we were saying, like, you know, if Justin Brandis for us made 185 not out, if he makes 15 the next game, does he then, is that counted as a 200? So then why is a hat trick?
Oof, another wide here.
Another wide, and yeah, Budden a little bit outside his crease managed to get back in. But no, we were talking about like Donny last year was on a hat trick ball, first delivery against Bassendean because he got 2 wickets in a row for his last over against Bedford Morley. It's like, well,
oh, big hit.
Budden, that is 6. Save your effort.
6 runs.
Save your legs.
Into the nets. He's put it into the nets here at the Valley. That's power hitting.
Budden's got something to do today. He wants to get to the Scorchers game a bit later on.
Yeah,
so
maybe
he's
so. Wants to wrap this up by 4 o'clock. We've got 15 minutes. Can we do it? You know, thanks for having me, Albie.
Nah, no worries at all, mate. Good to have a chat and let everyone else have a crack. And is he... Yeah.
Oh.
I reckon he has hit that off the, mate, it's either off glove or if it's off bat. So I think red hot crack here did Budden. He's going to get a round of applause as he comes off the ground. I think 3 sixes, but at least a couple of fours in there as well along in this one. As Adam Faulkner remains at the crease, and 47 from 32, including 5 fours and 2 sixes. And I think it is likely going to be Stan Harrison,
captain.
The captain, El Capitan, is going to come out the Valley 2.
Very respectable.
Yeah. And a couple of very, very good shots out there. Well, actually more than a couple, but a couple that went for 6. And right in the catching arc of where we're sitting right now, Digger.
That first one that came out this way, you boys might have been a little bit scared.
I was sitting there going, I haven't taken a catch all season, and I'm probably not going to take this one either. Explained to Brant Johnson while his equipment's broken. So, but no, it's he definitely put on a show for us. Stan Harrison coming to the crease. He knows that there's not much to do, but there's still work to do.
So to get over the line.
You know, but we know this game can turn very, very horribly, very quick. Switzeria comes in. That one gets pushed across. They'll get 2 runs. Stan off the mark straight away.
Handy run straight away there.
Yeah, very handy runs. He's another bloke that's got somewhere to be. Wants to get to the game, so he's not going to worry about getting his eye in. He'll start getting the runs. Switzeria comes back in, defends this one back to the bowler. Very well bowled and very well played.
You know how much this day means to me, Albie? I'll tell you. I just, probably about an hour ago, got offered Scorch's box tickets for tonight, but I'm not going because I'm here.
That's very good to know, Digger. I know you were very, very excited about today being your first official function as the for past player life member. So I imagined like the opportunity to sit next to me as opposed to watch Faf du Plessis after he mouthed off about our Australian cricket team, like he hasn't cheated before in his life.
Yeah.
You know, very honoured to have you here, mate. And I took a quick cheeky photo of you earlier today, mate. You're here as a life member, but you're still out there putting the cones out and setting the ground up ready to play. So you
always work to be done.
That's
on
it.
Game day.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there, mate. I mean, Rose Roki received life membership at the sporting club today, and first comment she said was, "I don't think I deserve this." And that's how you know she deserves it, because that's what every volunteer that does so much thinks. They're like, "Oh, well, I don't actually do that much." And when you actually play through the last probably 60 years of her life for this club.
Huge commitment.
Yep.
Yeah, it's massive. Very deserved.
As Fawkes plays this one back down the ground.
Looking confident out there, Fawkes, at the moment.
We were talking before, like he charged down the ground just to suck him in, and then the next delivery was short, and he smoked it for 4. So it's just amazing to have.
Player. He's a power player, Fawkes. He showed a bit of reserve today, though, I think, because Budden was smashing him around. But he has a go there.
Has a go there, and it's a misfield. And he's faked the injury.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Stepped on a prickle, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that when you're wearing shoes? Stepping on prickles?
Oh, it's the worst. Those
the big ones, the big prickles.
Yeah. Trying to remember.
He's walking very ginger now.
Yeah.
Probably more embarrassed than anything else, but trust me, I know how that feels.
He's hurt nothing but pride, which is what most of us feel, what most of us do in this game.
Oh, beautiful shot here from Harrison.
Hits this one to the commentary box, and that'll go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot.
Just
no risk there, just a great shot.
Just
good cricket shot.
Textbook by the captain. He's gonna bring that out at the training sessions just to show to the young kids and go, guys, this is how you play this one. Joe Lavender might use it as part of his coaching program.
Potentially so.
And for the runs that he's been hit for, you'd say bluntly hasn't actually been horrible with the ball. He's had a couple of loose ones, but most of them have been right on the spot, and he's done very well. And another one that was actually a very good delivery, but he's going to go for 2 runs just from good placement there by Stan Harris. A little bit of a soundbite there for Fox Cricket.
The old Skull's been good on Fox Cricket this year,
Oh,
hasn't
mate, I am such a big fan of his. The dad jokes. You got to love a good joke. And especially because he's got the execution.
Oh, nice.
That's another great hit. I don't know if it'll go for 4 as Full Love gets out there, gets onto it, and goes for 2 runs. So very well fielded out there by Full Love. As we look, we're at 2 for 93. Adam Faulkner 21 off 25. Stan Harrison 8 off 5, including 1 4 at the end of the over. And it is going very well for Valley. They only need, what have we got, 14 runs for victory at the moment. They've still got Corey Verco and Phil Adams, as well as I think if he got to it, he's probably taking it. He's one of the best fielders you see out there, but he would have been quite disappointed. But Wasiria is 1 for 24 and Full Love 1 for 25 out there at the moment. And sorry, it's not Bluntly, it's Bluntish. So a complete mispronunciation of his name, which is unlike me, Digger. I'm normally very bang on with people's names.
Well, Bluntish is what you say when you don't know really how it finishes. You know, it's Bluntish.
And I'll tell you what, the bottom of the bat just saved Adam Faulkner from an LBW appeal there that probably would have been close to being called. As it is Wasiria. Mate, the going all right this year with the bat. You've had one game not particularly go well, which was disappointing because everybody else had a bit of fun that day.
Yeah.
Which is just cricket.
I think the only catch that was taken was off my blade.
Yeah. But mate, it's been a good season for you with the bat.
Yeah, I'm feeling good out there.
Good season last season as well. Actually, in saying that, you weren't too bad with the bat last year either.
Yeah, having a bit of fun. We've got a really good team this year. Good group of blokes. Most of them, I'll say.
There's the odd couple in the blokes in there who are just dead set wankers.
Yeah, a couple that run a radio show.
I've heard about
on
that.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Night.
When they rock up. But no, mate, it's good fun at the moment playing with mates and winning. Winning's fun. We had 4 against Balcatta, and then a loss to Balcatta drops us down to 4th. So it just goes to show how close that the competition is at the moment. And just generally speaking, that whole competition, just a group of guys that just want to have fun and drink beers.
But play good cricket as well.
There are
when we're on the field, it's all about cricket, but it's about having fun as well.
Yep. And then like I said, I think every team does have those 3-4 blokes that are absolute star cricketers back in the day, as Stan Harrison gets a full toss thrown towards him and plays that one down to deep third man.
It's been called a no ball too.
And it has been called a no ball.
Do we get a free hit?
I don't know in this. I don't think so. He hasn't.
I'm sure this umpire would love to call a free hit, put the palm in the air and wave it around.
He would have loved it. It would have been a great dance from this one. As we come closer, Forks puts that one down.
That's
great effort.
Oh. Has he called 4 there?
Nah, I think he's that's hurt him.
It's hit his ankle.
Oh, that is hurt here. I think it's Sudlow, who did get a bit injured, a bit sore. Oh, that is a dynamite catch. Wow. That was an absolute belter of a catch with Syria.
And he's thrown it for 4. That was a big catch. That was a great catch.
Yeah. He had a crack at it a couple of deliveries ago, and it was Hall that stopped it from going for 4. But I'll tell you what, Forks can't be upset with that one. That is an absolute belter of a catch. As he gets 3, there is 4 runs for victory, and it is Corey Verco who will come out and take strike.
It's a bit tough, that, isn't it? 4 runs to win. Batted very well today. Would have wanted to carry the bat through, I'd say.
Oh, 100%. But when you, I don't know. I mean, I know you're pissed if you get out. Yeah. So only 4 runs left in this one for victory, and it is Corey Verco on strike, alongside captain Stan Harrison. As we Digger, thanks for having a chat with us, mate. We'll get Donnie Bell back on as Verco plays this one back to the bowler.
Beautiful. Thank you, boys. Thanks for having me. It's a good day. Go the Valley.
So, Worthington, how good was that, mate?
Yeah, no, good having a chat and just finding out that he's. You're
telling yourself.
We're talking live on there, so we don't.
Go, Johnson.
Anyway, it is. Sudlow comes in, very well played, and pushes this one away. We're 4 runs from victory. If he wants to wait, 30 seconds.
Wait. One more over, and we might be finished here. A fantastic. Oh, how good was that catch?
That was phenomenal. I know Fawkes is pissed, but that was such a good catch.
It's another highlight reel play for this special game, this special occasion.
Oh, especially for with Syria, who comes on to bowl this over, and I think Stan will be on off finishing this game right now. But with Syria, batted extremely well. He fielded well. There was only probably 2 deliveries earlier that he just missed one. As Stan plays this one down for a single.
3, you have four blokes out in the deep. Like,
Yeah.
Put all the fielders up, make them hit it over the top.
Yeah, no, I probably do tend to agree with you that one. We've been in a few games like that where there's about 10 runs to go. It's like, well, you either hit us over a head or you don't get. As he tried to pop that one over the back, and I imagine, Joe Lavender, Phil Adams still not coming out. Can you imagine having the ability to just leave Phil Adams in the shed? I just can't imagine say that.
Yeah, that might be a first. I don't think we're going to see it. They'll get the runs here, Valley.
So
but
Joe Lavender's a pretty handy bat. I can't see that happening. But in saying that, like they were talking about yesterday, last night.
Any match ever at any professional level, they beat the record previously held by the great cricket-playing nation of Turkey.
Yeah. We all know Turkey for
Really
their
great at
cricket.
Yeah.
For their cricket. Well, the next lowest score, and Stan Harrison, again, you would think he's just going to look to finish this one, although we do have Full Love down here on the boundary who will probably be eyeing off him doing that. That one off the pad for no run. Hawks was it had some smoke on it. He definitely you saw him limping when he stopped that one, and there was a few calls from the from out the sidelines that it should have been a boundary, but it wasn't from where we're sitting. It was great stop by him in the field, but yeah, he does look a little bit sore now. There's
a couple of blokes out there that look like they are.
The bowler, and it goes out to
now. Look at the field.
Yeah.
Everyone's 1 run to win. Now they put them up. It's a bit too late. Like they're going to find
3 bats out there that at the end probably weren't required.
He is in so much pain. Like
that's why I don't understand why.
Why didn't they run on? Because he is not going to be able to throw that ball in with any sort of venom.
I'm just wondering why.
Hit it to him and run.
Playing that. This is the OD4 spirit, mate. You know you're about to get smoked, but you're just going to ruin everybody else's day.
Work it in for 1 more run.
We might lose, but let's piss off 1 more person. As Harrison pushes it.
Emphatic enough, because this has been a comprehensive win.
No, they've played really, really well. The man just there shaking hands with the umpire with Siri has been an absolute standout for Swanbourne, but unfortunately he didn't have too many teammates join him with the bat. making it quite easy for it's hard to defend a low total when you're going out there to bowl, and unfortunately a little bit expensive with some of it. But
It's one of those things in cricket that I think we need to fix, because winning by 6 wickets or winning with 25 overs to spare, which gives you the better impression as to how big a win this win is.
Mate, we're just the captain's having a chat there. Sorry, the coach is having a chat as we watch all the players come together to shake hands at the end of the day. Adam Faulkner, very good with the ball and with the bat. But a great innings in the end by Swan Valley, great win.
Well, it was a nice little partnership between Faulkner and Budu,
Budden,
Singh Sidhu. That was a nice partnership that really did set up the win in the chase. But I think the work with the ball is what set up the win. I mean, it was a nice knock from Witsuria, Ash Witsuria from Swanbourne. He made 40 off 64 deliveries. He was the bedrock of their knock. But when he got up, there wasn't too much else. It was a nice little knock from scorer with 20. I thought Treneman maybe didn't get the figures that he deserved. I thought he
bowled extremely well.
He was just about the pick of the bowlers during the tough stuff. He got through. How good was he? And how good was he?
He bowled extremely well. It's one of the best overs I've seen. One of the best spells I've seen from Joe Lavender for this club. But we're going to wrap it up there, mate. A shout out to the Swanbourne Cricket Club for being a part of today and making sure they were part of the Guard of Honour for the general presentation and discussions about the late, great Ron Roki. But it is the Swan Valley Cricket Club that's come away with a 6-wicket win with 25 overs to spare. Well done to those boys on a much-needed win. We go to the break in the WASTCA cricket and we return on the 14th of January for the next round. Looking forward to all of that. Donnie, thanks for joining me in the commentary and talking crap like we always do.
Nice, mate. It was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. We got a win.
Always good when we get a win, mate. We will
let's have a couple more beers and keep it going.
Have a few more wins. All right, take it easy, and we'll see you at the next game.